Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have 101 Dalmatians, the series. This is the last of all the 101 Dalmatians content that I've watched. I mean, I've seen pretty much all the films, even the Cruella film, and all the other shorts and everything else, as far as I know, unless there's something that begins with an O instead of 101. I think I've now seen a piece of all of the 101 Dalmatians content currently on Disney Plus, which is pretty great to be able to check that off. This is from 1997. It is one season of cartoons. However, this season is technically 65 episodes. Yeah. And that doesn't even count the fact that each of the episodes are 2 stories each. So that's 130 stories in this. It feels like this is kind of early in the run when it comes to the concept of splitting episodes in half. I could be wrong, but it feels like this was a thing for the short attention span kids in the 2000s. I don't know. But in 1997, you were getting 2 stories of the adventures of Lucky and his pals on a new farmhouse in the country with the Dearly family, with Roger and everybody else. So yeah, Lucky is our main character dog, and he is the one who's fending off. This feels, by the way, this is very 1997 because Roger it's Roger, right? Come on, it's Roger. It's got to be Roger. Why is it this character is so far down the list? Holy cow! Come on. By the way, there's a stacked list of voice actors that you'll know and love. If you know Disney stuff, they're all the actors are pretty much in this. Plus a few surprises that I wasn't expecting. But anyway, I'm going to go with Roger. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but the human, their owner, he is writing a video game on a computer. And in the first episode, the first story of the first episode, I only watched the first episode, that's it. But he's writing a video game and programming a video game, I should say. And it's not very flattering to Cruella, who comes around and she's an investor in the video game company. Why do they keep dealing with this woman? I have no idea. She has a history of wanting to skin and wear dogs, or wear dog skin, but still. She makes for a silly, not as threatening kind of villain. The looks of all these characters, the human characters especially, have changed a bit from the original film, of course. She just looks really, I'm looking at her right now in the little slideshow that's going on here. She looks really strange. There she is there, but everybody's got big heads, and yeah, she's always had a pronounced jaw, but man, she looks really creepy, let's just say. And she has a ferret as her sidekick, not those cats. Weren't they cats? They were cats, right? Man, it's been a while since I've seen all those things. But she's, by the way, voiced by April Winchell, who is, again, she's, if there's a cartoon that has existed that came out of Disney, April has had her voice in it somewhere, and she is really putting it out there. Cruella is pretty just fun and twisted. So she's not the main character, of course, because it's the dogs. But yeah, it's whenever she shows up, chaos. And the first story is, well, there's a computer program, a video game that Roger's been making, and he wants to keep it away from Cruella. Of course, the ferret gets a hold of it and tries to take it to Cruella, and Lucky and his pals try to do their best to keep the program from getting into Cruella's hands. Can they? Well, you have to watch the episode to find out. And the second episode, they're just on the farm, and him and his other buddies are late for dinner, and the one who's chubby, and you know what? I don't know if I caught his name. I don't know why I didn't catch his name. I would think it'd be Mooch. I don't know, because he's just heavy, and he Danny Coxey. And what about the girl? There's this girl. She's very psychotic. And she has her own laugh track, which is also weird. There's a number of little. Is what makes this neat. Is there's a number of different pop culture references and I don't know, aesthetic choices in this. I mean, beyond just the animation, which I love the sort of the watercolor backgrounds, just sort of splashed over the lines. It's just I love the look of that. It's still very 2D. It's very still just 2D hand-drawn animation, but at the same time, the video game sequence in the first story is a 3D animated moment, and it's super, 1997, which is kind of great to see that. The Cruellinator is the video game. And it's not very flattering, as I said. Is that Tom? Oh my gosh, Tom Wilson from Back to the Future is in this. Good grief. And Lucky is voiced by two different people over the course of the series. The one of which is Debbie Mae West, and my beloved Pamela Adlon. You know her as from King of the Hill. She's Bobby Hill, and I don't know you. That's my purse. I'm sure I screwed that up. But there's other voices. Jim Cummings is in this. Cree Summer, Tara Strong, and Kath Susie. So if you love some really interesting choices in animation, this is fun. If you like just the kind of offbeat humor that is thrown in here, it's not just. It doesn't just play to kids. I think it's not just for kids. Kids will have lots of fun with this. It's cute dogs just getting into crazy adventures. But some of the dialogue, especially by the supporting characters, delivered beautifully. Michael McKean is in this too. Frank Welker, of course, plays the ferret Scorch. I think that was Scorch. I know I'm going to screw up all these names. But yeah, Michael McKean shows up in this. Where's Kevin Schoen? Pam Dauber from Mork and Mindy is in this. That's kind of great. Marla Gibbs from The Jeffersons is in this. Tress MacNeille, of course. If you like the voices, if you like the animation, you like the humor, and it's just a little bit chaotic, and it's fun. That's the way it works for me. There's a little thing I'm seeing here on IMDb. I wish I had seen this episode. I got to find this one where our three main dogs are the Simpsons. Yeah, they're sitting on the couch. I need to find that episode. It's kind of great. It's I recommend it if you like some good old 90s animation. And I have a feeling that people who worked on this went on to do a number of different things. Probably, no doubt, a few things on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. But this is still very Disney. It's super kid friendly, so you're not going to worry about it like them trying to put a mature edge to it or anything else. But it definitely has a lot of sort of in jokes, things that kids will never get that you as an adult, if you want to flash back to 1997, will appreciate. If you watched it when you were a kid in 1997, right? You were a kid. I was not. But it might be worth checking out to flashback 65 episodes. Good grief. Yeah. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. Random 267. Randomly selected 267. What will we get? Oh, wow. Okay. This, I think, is a newly added series to Disney Plus, just in the last few months. I'm pretty sure. I've heard about it, and it's based on a classic story, but with a focus on a different character from a classic story. In its title, in fact, we're going to be watching The Artful Dodger. Yeah. It's a series, so I'll at least watch the first episode, and I don't know what to expect from it. It is a live action. I'm 99% sure it's a live action series. And We'll be checking out The Artful Dodger on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.